Hey guys, this is going to be video number 1. Just to give you an idea of what we're doing for this series, this is all about chemical reactions. We're going to go over 5 different chemical reactions: single displacement, double displacement, synthesis, which is where you combine, decomposition, breakdown, okay, just like you would hear from biology, and then combustion, which is the explosion type stuff. So this video is going to show you the basics. So there's 4 different symbols that you need to know. These symbols come from the states of matter. First 3, solid, liquid, gas. Pretty simple, but I do need to show you it. Just so you're not confused on where these symbols show up. You know what they are. First one, lowercase s. Make sure that you know it's lowercase. That is a solid. Script L, that is your cursive. Hopefully you've done cursive to some degree. It's just an L. That's about it. It's a cursive L. That's a liquid. If you can't do a cursive L, still not too hard, so give it a try. It's much better than writing what looks like an L, or, sorry, a straight up and down L, or a 1, or something like that, or capital I. It looks a lot better. We know exactly what it is in chemistry, so we don't have to guess. The last one, gas. And finally, there's one more state of matter that we need to look at. It's AQ. That means aqueous. That means anything that's dissolved in water. If you think about your acids and bases, they're always dissolved in water. We'll be using a lot of stuff dissolved in water, especially when we reach double displacement. Why? Because it's easier to see if something reacts if it's dissolved in water. Because if 2 substances are dissolved in water and we put them together, if they're still dissolved in water, nothing happened. But if something happens, if we form a solid or something, we know there was a reaction. So that's why we use aqueous. It means a solution. It means something dissolved in water. So these are the 4 that you need to know in terms of symbols that we'll be using regularly. I have a couple more symbols to show you here in a second. So I see that there's a slight glare there from my lights, but this says reactants, arrow, products. Reactants are always going to be on the left-hand side. It's what we use to mix things, and it's what reacts to form some sort of product. So the products are what you make. You're going to hear the word yield a lot, Y-I-E-L-D. Yield means that you are making something, okay? So if you yield something, you made something. So reactants, yields, that's what the arrow means, products. Reactants yields your products. Okay? Let's take a look at an example, just to get an idea of what this looks like. Let's just do a simple acid-base reaction. We're not going to be working on acid bases, but they're decent to know. So what I wrote, and I'll pen so that you can see it, is sodium hydroxide, NaOH, which is aqueous, plus HCl, that's hydrochloric acid, will yield NaCl, which is salt. And I put a solid. Now it's going to be aqueous to begin, but it will end up, if you wanted to, you could dissolve out, or sorry, boil off the water and just get the salt. It's going to be a solid. Plus you get H2O, which is a liquid. There's a liquid symbol right there. Okay? So this is a quick demonstration of what reactants to products looks like. These are your reactants, and those are your products. Okay? Over the arrow, you might see a couple different things. You might see a triangle. triangle, just like that. That's a delta symbol. It usually means heat, and it usually goes over the arrow. We're going to see that when we talk about decomposition reactions, because you always usually use